Today we're going to be playing an AZORIUS Angels deck. Now this Angel deck might look very different from the ones you're used to seeing, and that is because our focus is built around an enchantment called Reflections of Littjara. Now this card is going to allow us to make copies of every single creature that we play of a chosen type that we choose. So of course today we're going to be choosing angels and making multiple copies of everything on the battlefield, which is insane to watch, so stick around for that. But the the front end of this deck is going to look similar to most angel decks that you've seen. You've got Giada as well as the Righteous Valkyrie, of course, two very powerful cards that go well together. But this deck also does pretty good in the getting 1/1 counters. So we've got things like the Metropolis Angel, which will allow us to draw cards if things have counters on them. And we've also got a little bit of spice with the Bloodline Pretender in this deck to help fill the gaps, because we are an Azorius deck. Typically you see either Esper or Orzhov builds of angels because you've got the Cleric package, but we're cutting the Cleric package out of this today for room, to fill in the Littjara, which is going to be specifically for angels. And that does lose out on some value. Of course, that angel deck probably a lot more competitive than this one, but this one's going to be a lot of fun, and you're not going to want to miss the outcomes to the games because it was sweet. With that being said though, guys, there's going to be a breakdown of this deck at the end of the video, so stick around for that if you want the full deck breakdown. Links in the description below for the full deck list. And if you guys enjoy content just like this, don't forget to hit the like button as well as the subscribe button. Both things go a very long way, and I'd greatly appreciate it. With that being said, enjoy the games, guys. We'll see you back here at the end. Peace. Be sure to check out the new Swayze shop that just went live. Get yourself a really cool community inspired t-shirt, all while helping support the channel. Links to the shop will be down below in the description. And with that being said, enjoy the games. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we have an angel deck for you. This one's going to look a little different from most, though. I'm sure I've already broke this all down in the intro down the road, but the Reflections of Littjara is a fantastic card that we're looking to have some fun with today. That's the key words here, guys. We're looking to have some fun today. I know there are better versions of angels out there. Obviously, we're not trying to be better than those decks. We're just trying to have some fun with the new card and highlight what the Reflections of Littjara can actually do, which is pretty nutty. So sit back, relax, and here we go. This should be a good one. I'm really excited about this card because I've been trying this card out in a lot of different decks. We had a human deck, a Giants deck that I thought was going to be such a banger, but lost a lot of games in a row. So had to switch gears, had to change it up, and now we're in angels because angels is the best tribal. Like, let's be real, it's just one of the best tribals out there right now. So humans is a pretty good tribal as well, but they're lacking early game, man. There's just not a lot of early game presence, unfortunately. Looks like they got a Fading Hope. It's pretty lame. Fading Hope is pretty lame, but it does mean that they're trying to ramp to some big stuff here, which might give us some time here to get the reflections down. And when we do get the reflections down, followed by a Sanctuary Warden, you can bet that we're going to be doing some really fun things here. So we're looking at Teamer. This could be like land destruction, maybe. All right, we are going to go back with the Giada. I could go with the Inspiring Overseer just to ensure that we draw our card, draw into our land potentially, but because I don't want to miss a fourth land drop. I don't really want to miss any land drops because we have both the Reflections and the Warden, but they're trying to really slow us down here, and it's working. It's kind of annoying me, I can't lie, because I'd really like to get the Overseer down, but I don't really want to get it down without the additional boost that it gets from the Giada. So I don't know. Hopefully we find another land off the top here. A white source would be great. We don't, so that means I'm gonna have to go with the Overseer play here. Hopefully no Jawari Disruption. Looks like there might be. I mean, if they have Jawari Disruption here, that's really frustrating. All right, cool. It does hit. Hopefully we get a land here. Maybe some sort of burn spell. It is only one toughness, so pretty easy to burn out. Oh, 2 Wardens before a third land is not fun. It's the only 2 Wardens in the entire deck. Well, it looks like the Shuffler's not going to be on our side this game, but it is what it is. We'll figure it out. We have plenty of ways to draw cards here, so hopefully we get there. An ideal top deck would be a white source here so we can get down Giada and then hold open the Valorous Stance just to kind of protect our creatures from those burn spells. If they are on land destruction, we're in a lot of trouble. Nice. I was just seeing if maybe I didn't fully remember the Valorous stance being like indestructible for any permanent, but it's not. It's just for creatures, which is totally cool. Would have been pretty busted if it said anything, but you never know. You got to reread the card sometimes just to see. All right, end our turn here. Got to imagine they have something for Giada here. Either that or it's going to be I don't even know. Is Smashing Success actually a sorcerer instant speed? I can't remember. Maybe it's Memory Deluge. Yep, it is a burn spell. Nice. So they paid 3 mana essentially to get a treasure. I did have to waste a card though in the process, so net even, I would say. They're Teamer though, and I haven't seen anything really from them yet, so I don't really know what the heck we're up against. We finally get to see a Fable come down, so by them discarding and drawing next turn, I might be able to get a better grasp on what they're trying to do. Nice! You guys know what that means. Dun da da da. Dun da da da. And they're tapped out, by the way. Oh, I guess they had a treasure. That could have been bad, actually. I will trade, I think, with their treasure token. I'm happy to trade the Overseer here. It is what it is. I can't allow them to continuously, you know, get treasures. Could end up really bad for us. We'll see. I mean, 2 treasures alone right now, even with 5 mana, is a lot. So we'll see how that's going to pan out in our favor or not. I am scared of, you know, Beseiju, things that destroy enchantments in particular. They haven't really shown us a whole lot of things that scare me in that department, but we are on Teamer, so there are enchantment destruction type spells or removals, but Prismari Command hits the artifacts, but no enchantments yet. They didn't discard any cards, by the way, which means they really enjoy their hand, so yikes. You know they're going to play that. That's too tempting not to play again, so they kind of miss on the iteration. They were probably hoping for a land there, but maybe they're getting greedy so they can pull a second one and hit a land off this one. We'll see. Either way, they're kind of using up all their mana here on their main, so we'll take it. When they see 2 Sanctuary Wardens come down, things are gonna get real. So we do need one more land off the top in order to achieve that. Like I said, I will trade here because I cannot just let them spam treasures all day. And once the reflection of Kiki Jiki comes down to copy this thing, it's annoying. So we'll get this thing out of here. We've got our reflections down, so things on our end are looking spicy. Like, we're looking really good. They might play out this Fable because, again, they can't help playing that out. It's there and they're going to lose it, so they're fighting back the urge to get the value off of that, or drawing a card with the Bank Buster or something like that. They might even have another Prismari Command. Try to shoot down to Giada. That would really stink if they did shoot down to Giada, though. I can't lie. Nice. They go with the Fable. I'm okay with that. I'm down for that. Oh, I forgot Giada actually allows me to play into Sanctuary Warden ASAP because of its mana. Nice. Do I want to do that though, or do I want to go with some other play here? Because I could go Youthful Valkyrie into Metropolis Angel. That'd be pretty busted. That'd be pretty busted, I can't lie. Maybe we wait on the Warden. Dude, there's so many good plays we can make here. There's no wrong answer because keep in mind, we're copying everything that we decide to play here. So I'm going to go ahead and attack with Giada because we're going to end up tapping Giada out here. I'm going to play out the Youthful Valkyrie. Plus, all of these creatures I'm playing here are going to scale, and they are going to be so strong, hopefully, in their toughness department that they avoid any sort of burn spells like Burn Down the House. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Oh, man. Every angel we play from here on out is going to be doing some nasty, nasty business. Now we have 2 Metropolis Angels that are going to draw us 2 cards a pop. And we also got the Sanctuary Wardens, which are going to draw us cards. We've also got the Inspiring Overseer, which is going to draw us cards. It's about to be a card draw value engine. Now we don't care about that. I don't know if you noticed the airfield is protected pretty well. Oh, they good game. No, come on. No, let me just keep going. Let us continue out the memes, man. GG's, that was fun. All right, Reflections of Littjara, check. I'm glad we got that down, but now we're gonna try to get 2 down. Just kidding. Yeah, right. If anybody ever lets me get 2 down, they're in a lot of trouble. They're in a lot of trouble. I'm gonna keep this just because we're going first. Righteous Valkyrie as our first turn is not exactly ideal, but we're going first, so hopefully we get there. And we did just find a Glasspool Mimic, so that's gonna be wild. That's gonna be wild. Let's go here, and then we can protect our Valkyries with the stance, hopefully. It's gonna be tricky to get the stance going though, when we're trying to be aggressive here and slap these Valkyries down quickly. Circle of Confinement. Ugh. All right, that's annoying, but we're okay. They did take damage though for that. That seems kind of strange. That seems strange that they took damage to do that. That means that they were probably bouncing around the idea of playing out the borrowed time. So I've got to imagine this is also going to get grabbed, which is really frustrating because these are exiling effects. These are not things that I can protect my Valkyrie from. Yeah, see, they had a borrowed time. I thought so. But you know what? I'd rather them take that than the reflections. So hopefully they're out of these exiling effects. Sorry, this chair. This chair is a nightmare. I don't wish any of my enemies having to sit on this chair. It is torture. Nice. Okay, so they don't have any other place. We though need to top deck an angel, which we do. Thank goodness. The only problem I have with said angel is that it doesn't exactly get us any value immediately here. So just gonna be 2 3-1s, which okay. You know, I do want to protect them though, so we're gonna get this down. I think I gotta prioritize the protection over the actual killing of a creature with the Ninjago. Oh man, do we have any ways to deal with these? I don't think we do, unfortunately. We just gotta hope our top decks are juicy here. You know what would be best? The Overseer right now would be the best possible scenario for us, because the Overseer would allow us to draw 2 cards, which is kind of what we need right now. We need to be able to draw 2 cards. All right, my turn. Shoot. Well, that's really bad. That's really bad. Just pass the turn, I suppose. We're gonna save the Glasspool Mimic for something a little bit better. Man, if we just had the Valkyries and they didn't take those, we would have been really good. I just got to stop drawing lands. That's the biggest thing. Do not give me another land. We have plenty of lands. Valor Stance is gonna have to kill that 8/8. Gonna have to kill me the 8/8 here. And the more enchantments they keep playing, the more benefits they're gonna get from the haunting or the Hallowed Haunting. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Gosh, I need something big, man. Something big off the top. Sanctuary Warden or Overseer. Those are the 2 cards I really want to see here. All right, you're dead. We'll take 4. We have ways to reclaim that life. Okay, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. Because we are going to get copies of this, which might seem like a bad thing, but actually it's not, because the second Giada comes in with the counters on it, which is fantastic for when we draw cards. And then we also now have a Glasspool Mimic for one of these, which will be a lot bigger, and it will you know, it'll have counters on it as well, and we'll be able to draw some cards. So we can draw 3 cards starting next turn. If we could just survive this last attack right here and now, we will be able to draw 3 cards for 1 attack. So if I can do that, we should be able to, in those 3 cards plus our regular draw step of 4 total cards, we should be able to find something good. Hopefully a Sanctuary Warden, hopefully something like you know, some more Valkyries, which we can then copy. It's anybody's game right now. I just have to survive this attack, and they don't have any plays prior to combat, which is really good for us. Really good. They don't even attack. Okay, we're really good. We're really good. All right, let's start things off though with an attack over the top for sure. Draw 3 cards here. Oh my goodness, that's really tempting. That's really tempting. If I go for this, that leaves me with 1, 2, 3 mana left over. Not much for us to do with that. I'm gonna have to go with the Valkyrie, unfortunately. It is what it is. I mean, that's not a bad thing at all. Don't get me wrong. Don't make it sound like I don't want it to sound like I'm complaining here, but it would have been nice to get an extra copy with another Littjara, but unfortunately, not gonna happen this turn. Not this turn. All right, so we're both doing some pretty wild and egregious things at this point. It just comes down to who's gonna do more egregious things. I'm hoping we are. The top decks have been nice, aside from the 1 land we had to take a turn off because we hit a land. The rest of the turns have been a little nice. Giada wasn't even exactly a great top deck either. It just kind of got us going for the following turn. So it took us 3 turns, but we finally got the board going, and the opponent's in trouble here. Interesting. Wait, I'm confused. Where did all their mana go here? Did they invest all their mana into putting a 1/1 counters on this thing? Oh, wow. I don't know if I would agree with that move. I was gonna say, yeah, you gotta scoop now. That was a big investment for something that wasn't gonna get you any value right up front. I mean, we'll take that. That was pretty awesome. Harbingers, man. Harbingers were... let's just imagine for a second and get to Fairy Tale Land here. And let's just say they let us get through the next turn. These are going to now spit out 2 4/4s each every turn, which are going to have 6 and 7 1/1 counters placed on them when they come in the battlefield. And then we have all this mana to still even make more plays, which hopefully after drawing 3 more cards, we would then be able to play a land and maybe, you know, the Littjara with another angel. It would have got... that next turn would have got wild. GG. Yeah, super happy with that game. That game went perfectly. I mean, not perfectly. It actually had a pretty rough start, but with the Valkyries being stolen from us, but not a bad way to end. Oh, I mean, it is not a good hand to keep. I'm not going to lie to you. This is not a good hand to keep. But we had the reflections. We had the mana that we need to cast things. Man, I'm gonna keep it. This is such a bad keep. Don't ever keep a hand like this. I hate mulligan, doing a mulligan, especially when you go first, and our deck does not exactly have a ton of like draw mechanics. It does have plenty of draw mechanics, but not in the traditional sense. So I'm hoping we can get there through other means, and we do get a Giada off the top, which is perfection. Perfection. All right, we are up against someone who plays burn spells though, so Giada gone. Cool. Had a feeling. I had a feeling. That's not bad though. I'm just looking for things that I can scale. That way when the, you know, the Metropolis Angel does make an appearance, we can start drawing some cards. That's the biggest thing, right? We have a Valorous stance as well, so hopefully we can get there. What does this do exactly? This says whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this does 1 damage to each opponent. Okay. Kind of the same sort of effect. All right, my turn. I have to Littjara, right? I mean, I have to. I have to. We are exposing ourselves, though, to a potential Royal Eruption again with no Valor stance. So, gonna be a little scary here. All right, they burn my face. They play another... okay. They burn my face. Things are gonna get ugly. That's a lot of damage they're producing now. That's quite the little combo they got going off here. Wow. 3 of these already. Target creature gains trample and gains +X+O until end turn, where X is 1 plus the number of cards named ancestral danger in your graveyard. Draw a card. That's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, we might have just lost the game here on one thing. Yeah, we did. Okay, I didn't even realize they haven't even gone through their attack step yet. That was pretty wild. I mean, they did their thing. We kept the silly hand and we get punished for it. So it is what it is. And it was kind of bad as soon as they took out the Giada too. Yeah, that was tough. That was tough. The one turn I did actually leave the Valorous stance open. They didn't even try to burn our creature. So GG. All right, well that happened. I mean, I lost to a pretty cool deck though. Mono red, burn spell type stuff. And they had 3 of those 1-drops in their hand. Like, that's crazy. I would imagine that's a pretty perfect combination to have in your opening hand. And they did it, man. They pulled it out. So good on them. Good on them. Nice. See, now this is a little bit better. I forgot this is a 3-drop, huh? Maybe this isn't as great as I thought. Man, I'm gonna keep it though. Keeping these problematic hands. Where are my 2-drops, you know? Where's my little Valkyrie? Where's Giada? Looking for those, you know? Rakdos. Rakdos is usually a little bit slow, a little bit of blood on the snow type stuff, a little bit of a sacrifice. Okay, of course. Of course they Valky my hand, and I have plenty of really good stuff to choose from, so have at it. Have at it. There goes Righteous Valkyrie, sure. I can kill this though with a Valor stance if they transform at any point. Nice. What a top deck. What a top deck. See, I need you in my opening hand though. Can you like maybe stick to just appearing in my opening hand so I don't look silly keeping these hands that I know I shouldn't keep? That'd be phenomenal. What's good though is I can get down the Metropolis Angel next turn because of the ramp mechanic on Giada. Wow, they're gonna transform, huh? Okay, are they gonna play defensively though, or are they gonna get aggressive? Defensive. Smart. Smart. All right, we're gonna play this out as a 4-2, and I am going to trade, I think, with the Valkyrie here if they want to. I get to draw a card off of that, and then I can trade to get my own Valkyrie back, which I'm sure they don't want to have to give that back, so it's fine. We've got the 1/1 counter on the Angel, so that's all that really matters. Even better. Look who just showed up to the party. Even better. Give that back. Give that back. All right, now we're chilling. Now we're chilling. We get the reflections down next turn. We have no fears of counter spells. Probably no enchantment removals. There's no exiling effects really that I gotta worry too much about. It's mostly burn and kill spells. Mostly, oh, they add blue to the mix, so now we do have to worry about counter, but they don't actually have blue down yet, so. All right. I wonder, well, actually, shoot. Invoke Despair is a potential threat, isn't it? Wait, a Braid. Oh, it's artifacts. Okay. I was like, wait a second. A Braid actually hits some stuff. That's artifacts only, though. So this is going to resolve at least right now. And then we just got to hope that they don't have any good ways to remove it. So let's go with the fingers crossed. Valkyrie coming in and getting copied right away is busted. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. This is going to be too good. This is going to be too good. Our next turn is going to probably solidify the rest of the game. As long as we don't get hit with the sweeper, though. Valkyrie, though, does a pretty good job of... Oh, you dirty dog. I need to land off the top now. Land off the top, please. That was a pretty good card, I can't lie. Ooh, not a land off the top. Kind of. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, well, we're going to get the Valkyrie in first. Shoot. Well, that goes that turn. Just one go blank got me there. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Well, there's no need to play the Glass Pole Mimic this turn as a land. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to that to maybe copy another Valkyrie here. We're at 24, but we are susceptible to, you know, the Hive or the Den being as an attacker. But we have good blocks for both, so we should be all right on that. Trying to keep the life total high here, of course, so that way we can get the pump that the Valkyries provide. Inspiring Overseer, though, mixed with Reflections is a great way to just kind of revitalize the hand in case something like that happens. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get 2 cards. Nice. Clutch. Clutch. And now your silly little burn down the house isn't going to work against my Valkyries, so have at it. That should be game. Now that's what I was trying to do 2 turns ago. That should have been my turn, you know, 2 turns ago, but we didn't get our land drop because of the go blank. But GG's, we'll take that. All right, I don't want to get too excited, but let's try to get this closed out to 90 percentile. Let's get back into the 90s, and then I'm going to spend the rest of the night grinding on my phone. I've been charging all day at work while I worked, so I can come home, grind out some games. I'm trying to get a number. I know it's getting late in the month here, but I'm trying to get a number to this month. Dude, why? Where are my 2 drops? Where are my 2 drops, man? I'm gonna mulligan this one, actually. There we go. Much, much better. Much better. No way to draw cards, though. Feels a little bad. Metropolis Angel at the top would be the chef's kiss. Wish me luck, though. If our opponent's on removal, we might be in a little bit of trouble. We'll see. I've been seeing a lot of removal decks. Good old algorithm here on Arena. When you play Angels, you somehow run into a bunch of removal decks, burn spells, kill spells, all the spells, you know? Some priority hold happening here? No. 1 mana. Vanishing Verse. Here we go. Watch. I'm calling it. Surprising. No Vanishing Verse there. I guess we play this first just to try to get the benefits from the Giada before they kill it. Nice. Okay. Didn't think that was going to stick. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Didn't think that was going to stick. I thought it was going to stick. I didn't think Giada was going to stay alive through that turn. I thought for sure they had a kill spell there. But opponent doesn't show us much of anything here on turn 2. Going into turn 3, what do we got? Wedding announcement. Oh, a little slow. A little slow. I can't lie. That's kind of opening the door for us here. Opening the door slowly but surely. All right, how much do I get more damage? Okay, so this is gonna get 2, 4. Yeah, there's more damage to be had if I do it this way. That would have been 5 damage, but instead we're hitting him for 7 now. I could have swung in with Giada first and then dropped the Valkyrie, but the pump between both Valkyries actually made this Valkyrie more damage than if I would have attacked with both of those. So I think that's pretty solid. I think that closes out this game, unfortunately for them. I was going to say, yeah, Meat Hook Massacre is their best bet in this case, but that only does, 2. So easy victory on that one. Nice and clean. Finally at 90 percentile, got back a little bit of that ranking. Feels good. Feels really, really good. Let's get it. Let's keep it rolling, man. We're feeling, this deck's feeling pretty nice. Nice. We get the Pretender. Let's go. Opponent goes first, though. That doesn't feel very good, to be honest. Let's go ahead and keep it, though. But, man, I gotta stop keeping these types of hands. But just where are my 2 drops? You know, that's the thing. Like, where are the 2 drops? All right, we are up against a very quick deck as well, so gonna need to gain some life with this Righteous Valkyrie. I'm gonna need it to survive as well because opponent here could be running some sort of burn spell that could kill it. Probably not, but you never know. You never know. Glass Pole Mimic's nice though because I can copy the Valkyrie for double the life gain. we're gonna be cutting it close. Keeping another 3-land hand. Gonna be cutting it very, very close here. But again, Righteous Valkyrie is just such a good card. It can get us back in this game really fast if we get lucky enough not to die in the next turn or two. Let's see, we're down to 13. Okay, so we're gonna have to survive at least one more big attack here. But Valkyrie is coming down, praying it stays on the battlefield. There's only really Royal Eruption and Play with Fire in these types of decks. We don't have any snow mana, so there's no Frostbite, which wouldn't have killed it anyways. I don't think anything here deals lethal to the Valkyrie. There is Voltage Surge or double Play with Fire. Oh, you're kidding me. Double Play with Fire. Okay, well, I don't think we can come back from this now. Man. Burn is really getting us good tonight. We didn't even get to play the Pretender either, which would have been so nice to showcase what that card can do and how well it can play. All right, well, it is what it is. We take the L here again, thanks to my own brain and keeping hands I really shouldn't be keeping. That's so unfortunate, man. And we would have followed it up with a second one and a third one. We would have gained all this life back. We would have been at 7 with 2 Valkyries to block. But we'd still be in a lot of trouble here, to be honest. Even if they didn't kill the Valkyries, we'd be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I should have kept this hand. It's on me. And going first, that's a keepable hand. Going second, not so much. Oh, we stayed at 90. Very nice. Well, at least the 2 games we did lose, we lost them pretty quickly, so that's nice. Get on with the next ones. Those burn decks, man, they're fast. They're very fast. You got till turn 3 to figure it out, or you're done. Turn 3 to figure it out, or you're done. See, now if this was the starting hand of our last game here, we would have been just fine. But I mean, going first too obviously helps a lot, like a lot. But what's nice here is Giada with the Metropolis Angel, so we could draw a bunch of cards. And we have a backup Valkyrie, youthful Valkyrie, which also gets 1/1 counter. So hopefully we'll be drawing some cards this game. Opponent had to take a mulligan here. Feels bad. It is crazy how much going first matters on the ladder, in best of 1 at least. Going first is such a crazy advantage. I already feel so much better that we're going first. Like, it's not even like close. They dropped the Jawari Disruption, something we have to keep an eye on. Good news is we have 1 mana to spare for another Jawari Disruption potentially here. So here's what we're gonna do. Because I really want to avoid the Jawari Disruption, we got to get a little creative here. We're going to attack with this. Well, it gets killed. Never mind. All right. that answers that problem. It doesn't matter, but I was going to attack there, and then I was going to use this to create mana for the Valkyrie to come in, and then that way we would have 1 mana left over to avoid getting hit with that disruption. But it is what it is. Up against control, getting removed off the battlefield. Giada and Valkyrie have been struggling to stay alive on the battlefield in these last couple of games. A lot of removal going around, man. Good news is though, we get a Metropolis Angel in, maybe. I mean, they've got 1 mana to work with, and they've clearly got some sort of interaction. So I've got to imagine that our opponent here has a Fading Hope. Wow, they let the trigger go off. Okay, I'll take it. They had Fading Hope, so you got to imagine that they were going to use it there to stop me from drawing a card, but they don't. And we find the Reflections off the top, which very good problematic card. Sorry, my allergies are going crazy. My left eye and nostril are going nuts. All right, what's going on here? So we know they have Fading Hope. Like, it's got to be, right? There was something holding priority there at instant speed for 1 mana. It's almost guaranteed to be Fading Hope. Unless they're trying to do some graveyard stuff, it could be like a consider, but I don't know. I don't really feel comfortable playing the Reflection of Littlejohn here unless I know we're going to avoid counter magic. just gonna get aggressive. I'm gonna get aggressive and look to you know, get the counters out of their hand. Legion Angel's a really good card to counter for them because they don't want me to get more from the sideboard, but they let it resolve. Interesting enough. Memory Deluge. Okay. Well, we're hitting them for 7 a pop now, so not gonna lie, that Memory Deluge scares me a little bit because we've only got them down to 13, and a good chance that we get met with a Blood on the Snow here, but there's nothing for them to bring back, so I mean, I guess that's kind of good. But okay, this does a little bit of sacrificing itself and killing. Okay, they can kill one of the angels here. Interesting. Do I just get aggressive here? I feel like I got to get aggressive and play the reflections out, but I am going to attack first, hopefully drawing out some sort of mana consumption on their part. They're going to play something, some removal maybe. I need them to consume a little bit more mana, preferably their blue sources here. Doesn't really matter. They're going to have the Celestis at all times, so. Come on, I know you got it in you, and I know you want to do it. It's pretty clear. Oh, nice. I'll take it. I will take it. All right. We're chilling. We are chilling. Now, Dimir, what sort of things in Dimir could they have to screw up our reflections of Littjara after it's been on the battlefield? I personally, top of mind, can't think of anything, but... Oh, Invoke Despair. Invoke Despair. Why do I always forget about that card? That is definitely a potential threat to our Littjara, but good news is we have the ability to at least get both of these angels out of our hand in this next turn, so that should be pretty good. Should be pretty good value. Youthful Valkyrie first because we wanted to get the 1/1 counters. And then we follow it up with the Legion Angel, which then is going to draw us both of our Legion Angels from our sideboard, which is great news. So even if our opponent does sweep the board here, which is very likely to happen, you know, again, Blood on the Snow is a card, then we do have 2 Legion Angels left in hand here, and we can attack through with a Cave of the Frost Dragon. They don't have a Field of Ruin out, so we're gonna send it here on them, and hopefully this is enough to get the job done. But I have a feeling, based on the confidences I'm not conceding here, they've got some sort of sweeper. So here we go. The good news is we keep them off their reanimation spell for at least another turn, which Toxra would have been that card. Oh, okay, they just go for the Toxra. Game over, I guess. Yep, that's gonna be GG's. They're gonna just kill one of these angels, and then we've got plenty of extras to go over the top, so that'll work out. I mean, they still might have Fading Hope because we did have that priority hold earlier, but no, there's no priority holds now. GG's, my friend. GG's. We lost audio on the game again, of course. GG's though. Very, very solid game there. All right, we have time for one more game, I think, to squeeze in here. Oh shoot, I didn't reset the game. Hopefully the audio issue is fine. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, opening hand. Okay, I go first. I have 3 lands and I have the Pretender. I really want to keep this just for the sake of the Pretender. I want to get that some showcasing here today. This card is really cool in this deck, man. It's really cool. I don't know why I don't play this more often. I've actually didn't even realize how good it actually was. It's with tribal type decks. But we have the Overseer as well, gaining us a bit of life, you know, drawing us a card, which hopefully can find us some more tools. A Valkyrie would be really nice right about now, just because I would like to gain some life against this particular, you know, style of deck. But we are taking 3 on turn 2. That's a lot of damage. All right, they're off to a pretty good start here. Pretender for sure coming in, and the audio is horrible. I'm so sorry. I should have reset the game. Shoot. This audio bug's got to go, man. They've got to do something about that soon. Clarion Spirit, okay. What do we want to see off the top, like the best top deck? I don't know. I guess it would be... I don't know. Metropolis Angel could be cool because this would go to a 3/3 and then we could draw a card when we attack, but I don't know. I wish I had 2/2 drops here. All right, they pulled off the gas a little bit here with their attack, which I love. I love that. That makes me feel a lot better about our next couple of plays here. Overseer for sure. I think gaining the little bit of life that we can, growing the Pretender, drawing a card, all of that stuff is good. And we find ourselves a Valkyrie. Huge. Okay, no attacks. I think Valkyrie coming in next turn is going to be, it's going to just be perfect because we're going to have 4 toughness on that, which is a great body to block with, and then we can hopefully, if we find mana, follow that up with the Harbinger, and we're in. We should be able to win the game from there. But the Pretender is going to be really solid because it is growing over and over again here. There goes the Valkyrie. But you know what? No problem though. If they take the Valkyrie here, we still play it next turn, and we probably had no other plays anyways, so it's all good. We were going to play it either way, and we would have had 2 mana left over for nothing for us to do anyways. So this works out fine. Interesting, a set of attacks here. Okay. No, they don't send it. Okay. I will happily make that trade. That's not a bad card at all. Not a bad card at all. All right, we're starting to take control of this game, and now I feel pretty silly about saying that it was okay they took the Valkyrie because we would have had 2 mana to work with here, but it's not like it's going to matter because if they do end up getting the Valkyrie out the field, it will be through some sort of exiling effect, I'm guessing. They don't have any good attacks here. Love that. All right, we'll choose Angel, and we can probably get a little aggressive now, can't we? I don't know. Should we just, I mean, we have the better deck as far as longevity, as long as the game goes on. So I think we just got to hold back and be patient here. No attacks. I think we win this long game pretty easily here. I am worried about the Wandering Emperor. If they get another land source here, we'll be a little worried about that. Doesn't look like they found a 4th land drop here though. It would have definitely come down by now. So what do we want to see? We want to see a land off the top, obviously, with the Harbinger. So then that way it comes in and immediately creates a 4/4, which would then pump up the whole squad. Wow, they play it without even flashing it. They could have maybe gotten some value out of me by if I, attacked in and they exile something, but instead they just want to go ahead and try to send it over the top here, which I guess is kind of smart. You get some value out of that. You want to make sure you keep the pressure on if you're a mono white deck, right? So, but they don't know that I've got tricks up my sleeve, unfortunately. Unfortunately for them, we had some tricks up our sleeve, and we follow it up with the Harbinger, which I've got to imagine is going to absolutely make them feel terrible. I can definitely get aggressive now because we're going to be spitting out another Angel here on the next turn, and that Angel is going to gain us 4 life, and we have great blockers, so this should be about pretty much GG's, I think. By the way, the Pretender a 6/6 at this point, which is wild. All right, here comes the 4/4 Angel. We gain another 4 life. The whole squad gets pumped up. We have life gain on the Harbinger at a 6/7. So feeling pretty good. And they see another Harbinger in my hand. I've got to imagine this is going to be Scoop City that we just took them to, but we'll see. They -2 on the... Surprising they didn't actually take the Valkyrie there. Thought they might have taken the Valkyrie, but it's fine. I mean, I'll give up that all day. That's a creature that they could have blocked. It was low to the ground. It didn't have trample. Portable hole. Okay, that does take the token, but nothing else. Right? Yeah. If they attack into me, that would be a little bit of a mistake if they attack into this Harbinger. No. Okay. All right, second Harbinger comes in. A little bit more of the same. We gain a lot of life. We attack over the top. I mean, we're sending it now. We got 34 life total, and we're getting more Angels after this. We get 2 more 4/4 Angels onto the battlefield, and then the Pretender ticks up even further. Oh, is it when I cast, huh? Or no, when it enters the battlefield. Wait. Whenever another creature of the chosen type enters the battlefield. So yeah, it's going to get the 1/1 counters. Very nice. Beautiful. 52 life to our opponent's 12. And they get the Wandering Emperor. Let's see if they make the right decision this time and take the Valkyrie out. I mean, at this point, the Harbingers are actually a little more threatening, but yeah, they take out the Harbinger. Makes sense. Makes sense, but they're tapped out. That's GG's. Very good set of games here for us. I mean, we did drop a couple of games. Burn is a beast. So it is what it is, though. GG's, and let's go ahead and break this thing down. That is going to conclude today's gameplay portion of the video. We're going to break this deck down now in full for you. But before we do that, just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to everyone who's made it this far into the video. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I do appreciate that. It helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm, so much appreciated. And with that being said, let's take a look at the deck. So we do kick things off with Littjara. Obviously, this card is busted. You guys got to see just how good this card can be as a top-end finisher. It is insane. We didn't even get to see this thing go off with the Warden at all, which would have been just absolutely incredible combination. But very, very cool card. And it does work really well with Angels. But don't get me wrong, we've tried this thing with Humans, Giants. Nothing seemed to work. So we had to make a call to the Angels today. And they pulled through because Angels are just the best tribal out there right now. And typically a lot of people play Angels with the Clerics because there's a really good combination and a little give and go there with those types of cards, and those are typically the more stronger versions of the Angel deck. So don't get me wrong, that version probably a lot better than this one, but hopefully we made up for it with the Littjara because it was so much fun to play, and such a beast of a top end, man, I'm telling you. So of course we had to build this thing in white and blue, and when we took out the Clerics, that kind of took out the need for black in this deck. There are some Angels in Swamp or in black, and they're not very good for this type of style of gameplay that we're trying to do. So I focused solely on the Azorius, which helped us with our mana base a little bit, obviously, and we filled in the blanks with things like Bloodline Pretender, which we got the chance to see, which pretty sweet card, especially when you're talking about any sort of tribal deck. I really want to throw this into a lot of other decks of mine and see if it can kind of help out. But really cool card. And from there, again, like I said, we put in the best types of Angels. We had Giada to kick things off, Youthful Valkyrie, into the Righteous Valkyrie, and then these two cards do a very good job of allowing us to draw cards with the Metropolis Angel. This thing draws us cards whenever things have 1/1 counters on them. So these two played really well into that type of a gameplay, as well as the Pretender. So there's a lot of really good synergies there. We also have things like the Warden, which gets the 1/1 counters, and the shield counters as well. Not the 1/1 counters, but shield counters, and we could draw cards with anything with counters. So a lot of synergies to be had there. We saw the the Valkyrie Harbinger here, and then of course we had a splash in a Glasspool Mimic because we can copy a Righteous Valkyrie. We're gonna do it. And then the Inspiring Overseer, a very mid card, but if you pair it with the Littjara, drawing 2 cards and gaining 2 life, not that bad. And of course we got a Legion Angel because it's a great white angel creature. But we kick things off at the we end things off with the Cave of the Frost Dragons as a 2 of, and then we've got each of these lands that actually can do some utility. We splashed in 2 Field of Ruin too because it's not too hard to do when you're only running 2 colors, which is really nice. But yeah, that's the deck in a nutshell, guys. I hope you enjoyed this deck. If you guys have any ideas on how to make this thing any better, of course, leave them down below. I'm sure you can run this thing in Esper and get a lot of a lot of juice out of it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's going to conclude today's video, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. But before I go, huge shout out as always goes to the Marty Mob, man. The Marty Mob is the members here on the channel, and they help support the channel through their membership. So I want to say a huge thank you and shout out at the end of every video for these guys to let them know how much I appreciate them. You people are amazing, and just got to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you do for me. And if you guys want to learn more about the membership program, it's the join button down below. There's also a link in the description. It helps support the channel, and I'd greatly appreciate it. But with that being said, guys, we'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the Mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.